Okay, we're going to be moving on to our next character. It looks like Vegeta's going to be up next. Vegeta's going to be a very different build compared to Goku. Goku was good in most styles. Vegeta's kind of being wound up for a style that doesn't yet exist yet. The whole freestyle mastery from Score. We'll see if that ever comes into being. But let's go ahead and start off with level 1. I have, of course, James and John who are going to help me out today with the discussion about the cards. We're going to start off with the parenthetical. Vegeta's level 1 parenthetical. Vegeta experience says damage from your non-style attacks can only be modified by this card's effect. So, neat idea. If you're going to build like a drill-heavy deck, you'd have to just keep that in mind. That this particular Vegeta is going to go ahead and keep canceling your drill's effects if you decide to go that way.
Well, not only that, but you got to realize the masteries as well, because we were looking at some of the other ones, like the new blue has a +1 on it, and I think the black doesn't. But things like that. So I could see him in black, I could see him in blue, I could even see him in the new red. Just because of that constant anger game, that and it doesn't particularly go with a lot of the styled cards. Sure, it does have a little synergy with them, but
if I had to pick like a strong suit for this particular level in Vegeta, not strong suit, better said, a balancing factors. First of all, yes, he gets a buff from his own ability, +2 life cards with his continuous effect. Your non-style attacks deal +2 life cards of damage, applying to his own personality power, boosting the 1 stage cost to 3 life cards. Fantastic. I appreciate that he has a buff on his level 1, but can't be further buffed by drills, which means, thankfully, you're not going to see people camping this level forever and causing you a lot of grief.
No.
I appreciate that.
I do think with the new orange mastery, though, you could see him in that. And we already know. I think he's coming in the new orange. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they keep pairing him in orange. And I don't know why.
Because when you think about this new synergy that he has with it, it actually makes a lot of sense. Because I can go grab some of these new drills that are like, I can go grab Crying Drill, I can go grab all these other drills. I can get off of level 1 without even pulling out any of my modifier drills, getting to level 2 and then just being able to modify the crap out of everything.
Which is good. I'm sure for once, I'm not to criticize Panini perhaps too much, they didn't always think hard enough about how can this be abused and broken. And they did. They realized, hey, let's go ahead and be more specific about what gets buffed and what doesn't. We've been discussing something forever. We're not just the only ones either. Nobody runs hard discard pile banishing at all. Nobody does that. Like in most decks, it's not a part of most decks.
I know a couple guys that actually do. And,
are they black?
Yep.
I mean, are their decks black?
Oh yeah. Their decks are black. But there's a couple of
no, just the decks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. What was another one that kind of liked to banish a lot of stuff? Actually, a lot of red decks do too, because they play those non-styles that are about like pulverize and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Blow and
I'd say more incidental. This is built in. Every turn you're going to fire this, and every turn you're going to banish one.
Oh yeah.
It will add up.
Yeah.
We were talking about the necessity of needing to do so. Remember some of Goku's levels? Now draw the bottom card of the discard or the top of the discard. And you think about it for 1 second. You say, I need to cripple that guy who's about to draw time again.
Or you think about another contender that's still pretty prevalent is Yamcha and his level 2.
Oh yeah. You do need to be able to get stuff out of his discard, or you will.
Especially with ferocious attack being the thing. Oof.
So very solid level 1, built-in limited factors. Brilliant in that it does prepare you for what you should build the overall deck for. Moving on to level 2, Vegeta Imposing. So just like before, 3 things, parentheticals, continuous, and a once per turn power. Parenthetical. When you reach this level during combat, your opponent can only attack or pass in his or her next action as combat. Okay, we've talked about this before. How powerful is the ability to end combat, but how extraordinarily powerful is it when it's on you, when you can't lose? It's not a drill, a setup, an event. No, it's you.
Well, so and this guy
goes another part of him that's got a built-in red restriction.
Yes. Oh. Ooh. I just can't believe that. During combat, you put an attack or pass. Oh, at least it limits. It says
yes, you have to.
Yeah, it's not action. But think of that if you're going up against like a physical deck and you just leveled up and then you played an orange covering what is it? Orange cover, I think it's
Is it
called.
cover or cover?
I think it's cover up. But it's the one that blocks the next physical attack, or there's the one that makes it, there's an energy attack that makes it to where they can't throw another energy attack the next turn too. So like, I mean, there's ways of doing that to where it's like, oh, hey, look, you can't do anything. Also, you know, even in a black deck, or a black Vegeta deck with all those that are just like, you know, energy web and then defense stance, you're just like,
What I find extraordinary and maybe my favorite thing is you would think, oh, does this punish a decks that are attack heavy? No. You say, why? It says because your opponent can only attack or pass. Hey, if it's an attack deck, they got another attack. They're ready to go. No, it's actually made to cripple the slow guys who play setups and all kinds of other cards, you know, as their actions, as their major actions. That's what it's meant to cripple. I appreciate that it's made to punish people who want to play the slow game. That's awesome. So continuous power is your non-style attacks deal +1 life card and damage you cannot have the damage prevented. So we're hitting the point at which some people might start screaming power creep. Is that James screaming power creep?
no, not at all.
I'll do it.
As the guy who sat there with level 1 Brawly for a good chunk of regionals, smacking people for 7 stages plus life card damage, yeah, no, I can say power
I
creep
guess
isn't
I'm not a
thing,
giant fan of having a built-in, you know, ability to turn off your opponent's endurance.
Yeah.
It's fine that it's specific, saying non-styled, so you're going to have to be real specific what you carry. Also, this game hasn't gone nuts with non-styled yet. I said yet. The day will come. So, currently, that's not broken. But here's why I would be upset. If you think about it, this is Hero Vegeta. This Vegeta can shoot you with Crushing Beam.
Yeah.
Yeah. No endurance, all banished.
He also
On level 2!
well, and he also goes into D.
7 life cards, dude.
Actually, can even go into E if he's maxed out. 9 stages, 9 or 10. That's a pretty big wall breaker with +1 life on top of that.
Well, what balances this out, strangely enough, you're going to say, well, what's the balancing factor? This feels like the old game level 4, you know, in terms of its abilities. No, what balances out, he has no attacks on this level.
Nope.
Which is good. It means you're going to have to pack a few of them attacks to actually do something. Because once per turn power, raise your angle and level, gain 3 stages. What for? To be honest, mostly to try to level off the stage if you got stage locked, and 2, to get some stages to keep attacking. That's all it's for. It's to continue attacking.
They pretty much kind of set him up to be an energy fighter.
Oh yeah, and he's also super
He starts
aggressive.
off in, well, he pretty much starts off in C. He's got 1 D. You know, and he does. He even goes up into, you know, D and even.
I'm very pleased in that this is an offensive Vegeta. It's like how his
not
original stack should have been. A little more balanced, a little less kamikaze. But it's still up there. So it's still very powerful. Potential to people to park on and blue dominance on this one.
Well, you figure he gains 3 from his power, and he also got 4 off of his purse. So I mean, he's gaining 7 per turn, kind of. If you think of it that way.
That's a neat idea. Not too many people can say that. In fact, nobody can say that. No, that's a new ability. We'll move on to Vegeta level 3, Energize. This one's kind of interesting. No regular power, just a parenthetical, and just a continuous. When you reach this level during combat, your opponent must pass for his or her next action this combat. So before it wasn't the attacker pass, we're going to be more specific. You pass, and that's it. I make you pass. Me and James discussed this before. Why does this power exist?
Oh, it's okay.
I kid you not. It's Final Flash.
Yeah.
If you're so strong, why don't you stand right there? That's what he's doing.
Actually, it's also there to give you a chance to get out of combat, get the hell out of dodge if you need to. I mean, because we saw this level 2 give you an extra anger. You know, we talked about some of the other stuff you use the mastery that gives you 2 more if you do orange or something like that.
2 and 3 and combat.
Yep.
Wow.
And it also says when you reach this level during combat.
Oh, if you get de-leveled.
It does not say whether you advance. Yep. So
Wow.
So this is a way to get out of combat if you need to.
And consistent enough. That's good. That's good. So continuous. If you get before we even read this, what we've been reading about balance, when we talk about parenthetical, continuous power, continuous limit power. What if there's just a parenthetical and a continuous? How powerful ought the continuous to be? Ridiculous, you say? On a level 3, where there's only 2 things on the card?
Well, remember his level 3 from the old set. It's actually not that bad. From Evolution, it's actually not that bad.
If you ever got there.
Yeah, that was the hard part, was getting there. But remember, you can mix and match these
Which we need? So, alright, here we go. The first time each combat, one of your non-style attacks is stopped. It stays in play to be used a second time this combat. Your non-style attacks deal plus 3 life cards of damage. So, you guys remember Tien level 4, the ability to throw an attack twice? I like the fact that he's like, no, let's do that again. I'm going to shoot you until I get you. That's his move. Admittedly, the limiting factor is the phrase "the first time each combat," so it doesn't just keep going, blocking, shoot you again, blocking, shoot you again. But yeah, this could be really bad.
Well, and it's the first time each combat they use, and it stopped.
Yes.
So, like, even
someone silly enough
even if it's like 3 attacks later. Well, even if it's 3 attacks later. No, the first time doesn't care. Time doesn't care because time will still stop it and it'll stop it the next time.
I forgot. It is the first time it is stopped. Even if they drew a block and stopped on the 4th or 5th attack, that's when it triggers.
So there are a lot of people that they're like, I know that this attack's coming up, or that you have this attack. I need to save this block for that attack.
You know, I guess I didn't think about it right now. So, bottom line is, all of your attacks with Vegeta really should be the 3 named cards, and that's it. That's all it should be. Gallic Gun.
No, I think Death Blow, maybe Pulverize to search out your named cards if you need to. You'll have quite a bit of deck destruction, but I think also you will kind of mix it with some of the styled cards too, because there's no reason not to. I think he will do really good in orange. I think he will do amazing with the new orange stuff that's coming out too. Even as a physical or as a energy, just because of the fact of he can double hit at that point. A lot of it, like with Broly that I've been playing, you have your wall breakers and you have your digs and stuff like that, and you're just like, I don't really want to play these because I don't gain as much net off of them as I do when I play the style. But then with this, you're just like, I'm going to play the style cards because I hit like a tank. I'm going to play the non-style because I hit like a tank.
No, here's what the scenario I foresee happening as sort of if I'm fighting level 3 Vegeta, I can tell this is going to play out. He's not throwing 2 black defensive bursts in a row because it's not it's style. Okay.
No, he's going to throw 2 digs at you.
That's what I'm worried about. Is no, I just imagine the scenario. It's like, I'm packing a huge life card attack. You get how this is going to work, right? If you can't stop me twice, I'm going to shoot you with it. It means that this guy can shoot his way out of most situations, like needing to do critical damage and stuff like that. He's not going to have a big problem with that. The damage buff plus the fact he shoots it twice, you can get out of most scenarios. Armbar, Android, is it armbar?
Armbreaker.
Armbreaker and wall breaker, stuff like that. He's not going to have a problem with that.
Hey, you notice the theme between the cards that stop you from gaining anger or bouncing levels. They're called breakers.
They
break the game. Although Armbreaker not as quite as much, but it still slowed down people with those Unleashed and whatnot fairly well. At least for me.
Super thematic card. I enjoy everything about it. I
enjoy throwing it for 10 stages, let me tell you.
Alright, moving on to Vegeta level 4, Pinnacle of Power. I feel like we read this, but I also feel like I don't remember any of it. It says, when you reach this level during combat, your opponent must pass for his or her next action this combat. Nice, so same as before. Again, reaching it. I hate bringing up Unleashed strategies because between me and the camera, I hate Unleashed. I think it was maybe the dumbest card this game has ever made and undid a lot of the work that goes into building a good deck. You're like, yeah, I don't level, I just used Unleashed. Oh, you're throwing your money at me, alright. I felt your $100 hit me in the face there. You did $100 worth of damage with that Unleashed. What we're saying here is Vegeta's power still triggers when you say Unleashed up to this level, so your opponent's going to start passing right away. Just as effective as the previous level. Continuous effect. If there was a deceptively short phrase or power for continuous anywhere that is just deceitfully powerful, there it is.
Actually, no. +5 stages.
Oh, yeah, all your attacks do +5 stages. Remember Trunks level 4? Or that one, the shortest sentence with the biggest nonsense on it.
Because let me tell you, in an orange physical beats deck, that +5 plus another 5 that I can get from all my drills and mastery and stuff like that,
man,
it gets disgusting.
it's the biggest stage pressure in the game. Broly is like, I wish I could do that.
I wish I could do it. I wish I could do 18 plus 20 some stages.
So it says your non-style attacks cannot be stopped. Deal +3 life cards of damage. So okay, every shot he's going to hit you with is going to keep hitting you. And you guys remember you were asking why did Gallic Gun get reprinted? Gallic Gun has double critting power.
Yep.
You realize with a little bit of a damage boost and the fact that it's unstoppable, you're going to get that to hit and to land and to double crit.
Well, they can't prevent it.
There you go. So yeah, who else here never wants to ever fight this guy but somebody who knows what they're doing?
Okay, I won't use Vegeta.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm gonna get blown to smithereens. I mean, the only thing I can hope for is that he reaches this level late game and he's half dead already. That's all I can hope for. Or that I'm made of Time as a Warrior's tools. Oh wait, they can't be stopped and dead anyway.
Nope. I'm gonna play orange freezing drill.
Yeah. So our final conclusions, more or less, are Vegeta 1 through 2, competent but not broken. 3 and 4.
Look at that purr though.
Never. Wow, a 6 PR. That ain't bad. Is 3 and 4. Don't ever let him get to that level. If you're playing him, get to 3 and 4 as fast as you can.
I don't know. I think we can sit on 2 and still be good.
Nah. Too much. So we're going to go ahead and close this one for now and then move on to another personality. See you soon.